Good morning, YouTube. Good morning, Facebook. Oh boy, it's 7, and see how everything's acting. Do you see how everything basically just fell over? Literally, everything fell over at the same time. How are we starting? Do you see how this Saturday's starting? This Saturday morning walk is starting. Oh, rickety camera issues. I know a few of y'all already started without me because I'm still working. One moment I'm super early, and the next minute I am not. One moment I'm early, and 1 minute the camera is falling all over the place. Like, okay, no, we're not gonna get our stuff taken away because y'all trying to start. Oh, ha! I know Facebook could say, well, where is she? Where is she? She is trying to do stuff. Y'all may have to start walking, and she got to run and catch up with y'all because whatever I'm doing is not working. I can't get nothing to adjust to how I want it to adjust or stay how I want it to stay. It's all winky wonky, and this is on the YouTube too. So, oh yeah, there's something wrong with that. I was supposed to take care of yesterday, but I didn't. Ha! So let's just get this stuff walk started and hope I work stuff out as I go along. Because I tell ya, good thing we got Miss Vicky to help us out. If I can find her. Well, I had her all set. Here she goes. But we gotta start her from the beginning. Let me let Facebook and everybody know that Miss Vicky is a character that I put together for my book. I like to say yes, and this is my video, so I give me permission to play my stuff. Hello. Thanks for tuning in. This is not a religious program. This is not a religious program. I just like this purple turban. My girlfriend in high school in South Carolina, Lorraine White, she wore a turban and it made her look so elegant. So I wear the purple turban. Again, my name is Miss Vicky. The kids in preschool call me Miss Mickey or Miss Wiki. I haven't blogged in quite some time.
I use this as a way of explaining the blogs that I bring to you. And this blog we're going to look at this week came from the blog of September, and it says, the preschooler who answers to the teacher's directive of please go to the potty gets the toddler the biggest smile and maybe a sticker. The preschooler who answers yes to the teacher's directive of please go to the potty gets the toddler the biggest smile and maybe a sticker. When they answer no, no usually doesn't get a smile. Now everyone doesn't go potty at the same time. So we're aware that so you want to go potty, some want to go, some don't. You want to say yes, you're happy, give a smile, stick it, and you let them go. And the ones that don't, what I do is I go over to them and I say, do you like popcorn? And they say yes. I say, do you like candy? They say yes. I say yes, yes, yes. I like to say yes. And I said, come on. You want to try to go to the potty? And you know what they say? Yes, Miss Mickey. And my heart melts because I don't have to, it's just a different directive. They have been hearing no so long that that's how they respond. I introduce yes, and I get yes sent back to me. So that's why I like this book. That's why this book should be in every library, every bookstore. It should be on the nightstand in your house because that's how easy it is. It's just a way to, you're teaching them. There's another word besides no and don't do. It's yes and do. Well, thank you so much for tuning in, and thank you for going and purchasing the book. You can get it from Walter Barnes Noble. You can ask for it. Walk into your library and ask for it. And if they don't have it, they'll get it. You can get your preschool because you'll be great. You'll see the difference. If I like to say yes is read to your child during the day, you'll know about it when you pick them up because you'll hear the word yes. You can get it from Amazon or Archway.com. I want to thank you for tuning in.
That's it. Yes, yes, yes. Ha! Keep the word yes in your child's vocabulary by reading. I like to say yes to your child. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. See, I was shocked when I started working in the daycare center, and just to see these kids, how they spoke to the teachers and stuff. I mean, they'd be like, I'm going to tell my mother you told me this. I don't eat that. You can't make me. I was like, wow. That's how y'all send your kids out the house to leave with strangers for 12 hours? I was, is the word incredulous? I couldn't believe it. No, I'm not going to do it. Yeah, I know kids. I have one. And I know how I sent her out. See, I clued her in. I didn't make her paranoid. But I clued her into the adults that I was leaving her with. Yes. I vetted them. And I think they're trustworthy. But adults, you really don't know with them. Even when you raise them and they become adults, you really don't know. So what I did was, I told my daughter that you listen to these people when they tell you stuff. You follow their directions and instructions. because we don't know what's really going on in their lives. And sometimes when things are going on in adults' lives and children do not behave, they tend to take it out on the child. And I just tell her, I want you to come back from the daycare center. I want you to come. Well, we didn't have. I think she went to an after-school program, and maybe a daycare center too. We got kicked out because my family kept beginning to pick her up, and I worked a 4 to 12 shift. And they would come to the daycare center and pick up their kids and leave my child there. So I used to get called from work. Oh, your child is still here. If you don't come pick them up, it's 7:30. If you don't come pick them up, we're going to take it to this here. And I would call and like, I thought you guys were going to pick up Leslie when you picked up your kids. Oh, we didn't know we were supposed to pick her up. Now, when I did pick up from daycare, I picked up everybody just on general principles because I knew they were all there. We would go to the library, after dinner, or just something like that. But they would pick up their kids and keep going. Even though I had to imagine them saying, hi, niece, and just going on. So after a while, threats of losing my job, threats of DCS coming to pick my child up from the daycare center, I put her with a distant cousin. Hey, good morning. Is that my illustrators in the room? You know what I talk about with my illustrators? They, yes, I'm working out, Ezio. Talking about books. Yes. So, I used to tell my daughter, you just be good, listen to what they said. Any problems, when I pick you up, you tell me, I'm the adult, I'll handle them. You know, I'm not going to put you in danger. I'm not going to say anything so when I turn my back, they beat you around. I never did that. But over the course of my walking, I'll tell you the things that I did do and say to protect her from adults that made adults more protective of her. Okay? So I could understand how they were sending the kids to the daycare center. But that was an important book for me to write. I like to say yes. And it's important that you write books too, to leave to your kids, especially at our age. I mean, that's the least you can do. And as I said, our illustrator is in the room. Yes, much love. Everybody's here. Ooh, Saturday's on fire. Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh, the love is my fuel. I just got a lot of love from Facebook. Ooh, you had a rough start though. So that's my contribution that I'm going to leave behind when I'm not here. And I wish you guys would think about leaving something for the future that you're not going to be here for. Yes, exactly. Take some money. Write a book. Get an idea. It's just for the kids. They don't care. Oh my God. I wish I had anything for my grandfather, anything, writing, letters. We don't write letters anymore. Everything is on the computer. So guess what? When you die, all you have is what's on the internet. But what do you have that's tangible that they can give to you? In case there's no internet, the electricity goes out. So our illustrator is walking with us this morning, and she knows about illustration, all kind of stuff. So Ezio, I'm getting fueled up, y'all. The love is real. Y'all making this Saturday very special. Very special. Now, it is also very special because, yes, this is the third week, the end of the third week. We've been walking, well, this is the 5th month, and in the 5th month we've been walking, made our 3rd week. Next week is the end of the month, and we did 5 months, and we're going into our 6th month of walking every morning at 7 o'clock, and I couldn't be happier. Yes, I have so much to do, but I'm really serious about this. We have to have something. I know y'all like gambling and you pay all that money to go gambling. But how about leaving something here for somebody? Because you're going to die. Alright? You ain't staying here forever. Yes. Yes. Put something out there. Put a story. Put something with your life. That word yes is important to me. Because I saw those little kids out there, hands on hip, talking to grown people. I was like, don't they know they're finding y'all in like trash bins, snatching y'all off the sidewalk? You ain't what this big. Well, your mother better teach you some politeness. It's just a survival technique. It's a survival technique. Hey! Lord, what am I spitting out? I hope y'all didn't see that. Hey, Ezio. Thank you. Thanks for coming through. Everything, all the love. Yes. Oh, thank you. This is where we get our water. And our walk is halfway over with. Whew. I want to move stuff, but I'm afraid to move stuff, but I need to move stuff back. Okay, here I go. It's a risk. It's a chance you take. It's a risk. Oh, boy. You know, here we go. You know, this is as good as it's going to get. Which is good. Not bad at all. As good as it's going to get, it is good. Yeah. Ezio has great graphics. Just such great graphics. Ooh, let's do this, y'all. Nobody can see me on Facebook. They're like, where is she? Is she really walking? We can't see her. We can only hear her. She must be laying down now. I ain't laying down, y'all. I'm walking. Squeeze your gut. Don't let that weight get on your knees and hips. Take that belly button and push it right back to your spinal cord. If I hold on, I can close my eyes. Squeeze your gut. Squeeze your gut. Push your belly button all the way through to your spine. Let the spine and the belly button kiss. in 3 minutes. Breathe. Less than 2 minutes. I gotta walk fast. I gotta get to that subway. I gotta catch that train. Oh my goodness. I can't run because I don't want to fall. And I got 2 blocks to go. And I'm walking so fast. And I'm balancing everything. Sometimes I'm carrying my daughter. And I gotta walk. I gotta make that train. I gotta drop off at the daycare. Babysitter. Back in those days. And then, when I get off the train, I gotta run to catch the bus. To take her to the babysitter, I used to have to take a train and the bus. And then, when I got to the babysitter, I'd drop off. And then to get to my job, I would have to take a bus ride and 2 trains. And then I would sit down and fall asleep on the train because I was so tired. Yep. Yep. Oh, you didn't need a car in New York City, honey, but you needed some fast feet. You needed to be able to walk and run. And that was my life. Every morning, I remember my daughter had just begun to walk. Maybe a little bit more. Maybe she was at 2. And she started walking like before she was a year. So, or a little after a year. But really fast. But she hated standing up. So I would take her to the bus. Sometimes we used to have to take the bus first to the train, and then take the train, and then the bus to the babysitter. And I would stand her up. And yeah, she didn't do that. Yeah, I just started standing up, but because I didn't take the stroller, it was just too much with the stroller. And as long as she could walk, I could carry her. But she would have to stand up while I waited for the bus. Or if I did have the stroller, I would take her out of it and stand her up, fold up the stroller, and pick her up. That's the way I did it. So this was winter time, and she would fall over. She just started doing it. Before she used to stand. Then she was like, oh, I'm not standing. So I would stand up and she would fall back. But she'd fall into the snow, and of course she had her snowsuit on, sweater, scarf, gloves, everything. So then I would have to reach up, grab her by the snowsuit like this, carry her like a sack. And, you know, her head would be covered up. But the snowsuit was good. So you just grab them in front and carry them like a suitcase. And I would ask her to stop doing that because I said you're going to fall back and you're really going to hurt yourself. So she would keep falling back, but it was winter time and she had the snowsuit. And then she would still fall back, but it was still like sweater and stuff time, so she was still covered in stuff. But one time she fell back, and I think it was maybe a nice spring day, and for some reason when she fell back this time, she didn't fall back on her bum. She fell back, and she hit that noggin. And she cried. So of course now, I'm lifting her up, and I used to have to take bags of food to my aunt's house because she wouldn't feed her. I had to bring her food. She told me, she said, you think I would, she said, you bring food here for her because you think I wouldn't starve her like I would. And I thought at that point I was like, why am I bringing her to you? You're, anyway. Well, my sisters brought their kids there. But she took care of their kids. My sisters would drop their kids off Monday the 1st of the month and pick them back up at the 30th of the month. Hardly gave her money or anything, but she really didn't like me. So, I'd have all these bags and stuff, and at one time she fell back and cracked that noggin. And I said, you know, that wouldn't have happened if you hadn't fallen back. And she stopped. She stopped. There was no bump there because she had hair, and you know how we do those braids. I was a braid braider, so you braid down cornrows. They like helmets, honey. You could fall, bang your head, do anything. They kept everything compact. So, and she stopped falling back. But when I'm talking, a lot of other memories come through my head, and then I'm watching it, wondering when I should start the finger exercise like now. Let's see. Let's see about protons, neutrons, electrons are firing off. Yeah, just write your book. Leave something for the kids. I got nothing. Well, I did have to say, I got that little book, like a little loose leaf book that my mother used like a diary that my aunt gave me when she got mad at my sisters. When she was mad at my sisters, she liked me. And if she wasn't mad at my sisters, then if my sisters and her were happy and everything was going good, she hated my guts, my entire guts. But when my sisters were speaking to her, then she loved me. So, leave something here. Some kind of story, something about your life, because if not, it's not going to be here. I mean, I didn't care. I mean, I still don't care. Celebrities, celebrities. If they're my family, it's something different. But if they're not my family's is like the stars of my world. Friends. And just leave something for your kids. I just got that little book about this big. Oh yeah, and then I made copies of it and sent it to my sisters, and they were upset because they couldn't understand why my aunt would send it to me and not to either one of them. And I was like, well, she was mad at y'all. The only time she ever does anything for me. How hard is this? It was a spiteful move against y'all. What can I tell you? I lucked out. But it was like, you know, just leave something for somebody. And then people tell a lot of stories and stuff like that too. So you need to have stuff here to clear your name, honey, because if you don't do it, they'll do it. And it depends upon who's telling the story and how the family feel about you. I have a lot of good works out here. Because if I didn't, the stories that my family would tell, just because they were taught to hate. Nothing else. So I know the dangers of being taught to hate. Okay. Squeeze your gut. Tuck in your elbows. Let's get our 10 done. Squeeze your gut. Push your belly button back to your spinal cord. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 1 for good luck. Oh, here we go. There we go. Oh, yes. Ha ha. We got less than a minute. I want to thank y'all for joining me. We did a whole week. 3 hours of walking every morning at 7, except Sundays. Monday through Saturday. We did it. Started in January. Ooh. You see this sweat Sister Girl got? That's what this is all about, honey. Oh, here we go. I'm walking. Yes, indeed, I'm walking. Oh, yeah, just for me. I'm walking. Thank you for the company. I'm walking. Yes, indeed, I'm walking. Happy as can be. I'm walking. Thank you for the company. I'm walking. Happy to be walking. Happy to be walking. Thank you for the company. And I'll see y'all on... I'll see you on Monday for our quick half-hour walk. Sorry for the rough beginnings, YouTube and Facebook. See you.